This young lady took to the floor. She was already America's favorite gymnast. She still is. Please, everyone, welcome Kim Zmeskal. Kim Zmeskal. We want to ask her so much, and Pablo Morales after this. Now, can you imagine all the pressure you're under? You're 16 years old. You're on the cover of Time magazine. You're the first American to win a gold in the all-around in the World Championships in who knows how long. She is a great gymnast, probably our best. And I guess, Kim, everybody says, so why don't you win the gold?
Well, with competition, it's whether you're on that one particular night. And unfortunately, I had the best competition 2 nights earlier for the team competition. You know, I was happy that I helped the team win the bronze, but I sort of wish that it were on the other day.
Did you think, because, I mean, we're all just holding our breath when you made your first slip, I think in the team competitions, when you fell off, is it the balance beam?
Or was that the compulsories?
Was that in the compulsories? Mm-hmm. When you fell off the balance beam? And we're going, oh my gosh, and everybody is doing that. No one expects it. I'm sure you don't. Do you say to yourself, this is a bad night?
Well, whenever you make a major mistake like that, sometimes you don't believe that you did it. I finished the routine, and I walked off, and I was trying to think to myself, did I fall?
Because you probably don't even remember, do you?
Yeah, I fell off, and I jumped back on real quick, and then I finished, and I went through the whole routine kind of, just to make sure I didn't do anything else major wrong. But, I got off, and I was like, it's over, and, I have no chance at anything. But Bella told me, there's still 3 more strong compulsory events, and then I did that, and I still had the chance in the team competition to pull myself up, and luckily I did that.
Now, Bella Caroli is your coach. Did you know that he was going to retire before he made that announcement?
Not for sure. He hadn't said that he would for sure, but he had sort of hinted that he didn't like how it was all going. He always gets criticized and everything, and he's
What do you mean he doesn't like the way it was going? He didn't like it?
Just all the criticism, that he gets for everything he does, which I don't think is needed when he's already produced so many champions.
Is some of the criticism that he works you too hard?
Yeah.
Huh?
It is, yeah.
What about that? What about the criticism that apparently some of the media has, particularly of the women gymnasts? For some reason, all the focus is, and by the way, some of the criticism was strong. They said child abuse. Can you imagine that?
And we choose to do it ourselves. Nobody forces us to stay there. He's already given me a bunch of good results, and I'm not missing out on anything. So.
You wouldn't take back any of the last 4 or 5 years that you've been competing?
Definitely not.
I bet. Yes.
I was wondering, for the gymnasts, did you feel what we felt, that there was somewhat of an anti-American bias in the judging and that sort of thing?
I felt that World Championships being...
Now, are you going to, can you imagine everyone saying, oh, are you going to retire? She's 16. She's 16 years old. What's going to happen to Kim Zmeskal?
Well, right now there's some tours that are coming up that I'm going to be training for it. Some stops all around the United States.
And what do we see Atlanta or not?
Who knows? I'm still taking everything one step at a time.
At 20 years old, would you be considered over the hill?
Well, it would probably be hard to stay in that long, especially with the way gymnastics is going now for the women. It's pretty much 16, 17, 18 is top age.
That's the peak. Talking about over the hill. Pablo Morales.
The abilities of someone in their late to early 30s, so Kim really has at least 15 more years of competition. Absolutely. We spent a lot of time.
It's pretty nice.
Did it live up to expectations that European cities have?
It was close.
Kim, right?
No.
Oh, of course. She was with us out every night.
I have a comment for Kim. When Olympic performance would be that exhilarating?
Well, of course, I thought it was going to go better than it did, but I was just so lucky to have gotten so much out of the sport already. You know, I have nothing to be ashamed of, I guess.
Everyone,
Yes, of course not.
everyone was saddened by the news that the dad of You don't know yet. You said you haven't decided. Pablo, come on. You'll be a lawyer. Do you do anything, Kim, superstitious? Lucky charm?
Well, during the Olympics, my best friend had given me some bobby pins that she left over my house, and she told me I was trying to give them back to her, and she said, "You better wear those in the Olympics." So I wore those, and probably the other superstitious thing I had was my mom wanted to build a trophy cabinet for the things that I'd won, and I told her she couldn't do it till I finished competing because I was scared that I wouldn't get any more.
Pablo?